Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode we went to talk to this lady Webb, who is basically some sort of an information broker or spy master whose job is to know everything about everyone and, well, everything basically. So we went to talk to her, and we found and we learned that she is also investigating the activities of the Leaden Key, and she wanted to make a deal that every time when we learn something new about the Leaden Key, about their activities, their plans, their goals, etc., we go tell her about it, and she shares information with us in return. And I thought that, all right, okay, that's fair enough. Let's do that. And right now we are in the sanitarium, where we had two goals. First, find some sort of a soul expert who is an expert about these awakened souls Aloth has in him. So we found one of those experts, and we basically learned that the awakened soul within Aloth, called Iselmur, emerges every time when Aloth is under great stress or just in danger in general. And I told him that, you know what, Aloth, you could actually learn a thing or two from Iselmur. Plus I like her a lot. So yeah, that was the first reason why we came here. And the second reason why we are here is to try and find one of the Leaden Key cultists who have infiltrated themselves into the sanitarium, possibly sabotage the animancers' operations or whatnot. So yeah, and now we are about to enter to the northward part of the sanitarium. Where this is the place where all the they're not prisoners but patients are being held. And now we are going to the part of the ward where there's going to be a lot more dangerous patients. So let's see how this goes. And we got the key from what was the guy's name again? I don't know. I think it was Azo.
Can do.
Cadus Azo, something along those lines. So let's see. What do we have here? Is this my face? Tell me. Can't seem to be able to chat with these guys, but then again, why would I? Thundering sky and rain of blood, innocents must drown. Oh, crime. This man has the look in his eyes of a hunted animal, and yet you approach, he staggers backward to the far corner of his cell, halfway appearing as though he would climb the walls if it would get him farther away from you. He cries out, a bizarre primal utterance like nothing you have heard. I think this guy is the reason why we came here in the first place. You can't hide from me, Leaden Key spy. And we are gonna pick this simply because it's an aggressive option, and aggressiveness is one of our favorite dispositions in our order, so that's why. Graham looks at you blankly. It is unclear whether he understands you or not, but his panic has momentarily subsided. He opens his mouth to speak, but the words that come out are half-formed, as though his tongue were cut out. They are impossible for you to discern, if indeed they are words at all. Aloth makes a noise of disgust. Those animancers did this to him. You can see what comes off their meddling. Freyol said you were being treated by Cateman Aesop. Yeah, that was the guy's name. There are things I need to know from you. I'm going to learn them whether or not you can speak. Yeah, we just continue being an aggressive bitch here. He looks at you with uncertainty. Slowly, tentatively, he steps closer to the front of his cell, and as he does so, for the first time you can perceive his soul within your ken. It is misshapen, as though maimed by some jagged instrument, and large expanses of it have been gouged out entirely. You feel no barriers of resistance. If you wanted to, you could look further into Graham's soul. Well, let's peer into Graham's soul then. You project out toward the main soul in front of you, merging with it, its confusion and fear becoming yours as it whisks you into its depths. You are in your cell. A key turns. The door creaks open on neglected hinges. Thoughts come to you in waves, incomplete, broken, fearful. Standing at the door is a rotund, balding man. His upper teeth and pointy nose remind you of a rat. He beckons, apologetic. You don't want to go. Anything else. In your mind is a single word, and the word is no, but it dissolves before it reaches your lips. You press against the back wall, cornered. You cry out. In darkness you fight against unseen restraints. You cannot move your arms or legs. The man walks into the room carrying a lit candle, its meager flame casting long shadows across books and machinery. Straps bind your arms and legs. Could metal circumscribes the crown of your head and the breadth of your chest. The man is sorry. He is in need of raw materials. They dismantled his work and he needs another source. He needs to show them he was right. He thanks you. Then he turns a knob and you feel yourself begin to crack from within, and you can feel pieces of you torn away, like having your insides chewed by a horde of rats, and you are screaming and scream you can barely hear. A scream you can barely hear. Another night, heavy footsteps outside your door, coming for you. You look through a slit in your door. The flesh giant, the artificial being just outside, but facing left, facing the end of the hall, the boy there. The boy looks with interest at the giant, then collapses onto the floor like a shed snakeskin. The giant convulses for a moment, then rights itself, and turns away and leaves. Decouple from Graham's soul. Graham looks at you, still wild-eyed but somehow more present. He nods at you, then walks back to the end of his cell. Alright, so how did this help us? Speak to the patient at the end of the hall. A look into the soul of a half-crazed patient named Graham revealed strange behavior by a boy at the far end of the North Ward. So we have to talk to that boy somewhere in here. Here? But before that, anything else here? No. Alright. Uskrim. A willowy adolescent boy stands in the center of his cell, gawkish and stoop-shouldered. He stares straight ahead. The occasional blink his only movement, and it is unclear whether he registers your presence at all behind his glassy doll-like eyes. So that's creepy as fuck. In this state, the barriers between your soul and his are thin and porous, easily bypassed if you should wish it. Well, of course we wish it. You close your eyes and edge forwards toward the boy's soul, and as you near, a sudden malaise comes over you. You are cold and warm all at once, sweating and shivering and straining for breath, as you did on the caravan journey. The soul you approach is the wrong one, a parasitic plant that strangles its host. It is predatory and pitiless, and you have crossed paths with it before. Too late does it occur to you to retract, and already you feel yourself plunging into some interminable abyss of thought and memory. You are standing in a cell now, the same cell in the sanitarium. The halls are moonlit and empty, and you are waiting. At the far end of the ward, the door opens, revealing a flesh golem in silhouette beneath the stone archway. It makes its usual rounds, the same stops every time, the misbegotten child of the bonded creators. When the construct is close, you coil yourself up and spring forward, passing out of the boy's body as though it were a membrane. You can sense his body behind. You collapse into the fall, a puppet whose strings are cut. You are rushing toward the golem now, bodiless as a gust of wind. Quickly, you think to yourself, quickly, and you feel the strength hemorrhaging from your soul as you dart towards the makeshift abomination. You pass into the golem's shell and overtake the soul implanted within, encircling it, suppressing it, and contained in this new vessel. You are strong again. You step heavy-footed down corridors, unheeded by the other constructs, and scrutinized only by the wary, untrustworthy eyes of the mad. Coming at last to an office piled with books and scribbled papers and the perverse implements of animancy. You set your oversized hands upon a large machine, a nest of globes and tubes and coils in the center of the room, and go to work, bending wires and unsettling alignments. Your surroundings are pulled past you, or perhaps you are pulled past them, and they dissolve into a blur. When they settle into place again, you are outside on a clear day, standing in front of a crowd stacking high above you and the tiered seats of an amphitheater. You are acting for the crowd, standing deliberately still, but this is no play. A balding man with rodent-like features is strapping you to a machine, the one you had tampered with. You see your arms for the first time, short and fleshy. Unmistakably those of a little girl, but this body is not truly yours. Your mind still holds the same determination, the same hard-heartedness as before. The body itself is cold and vicious, unlike the others. This one has no soul of its own. The man speaks and the crowd applauds with an enthusiasm worthy of a hero's entrance. Bear witness, he says, and he pulls a lever. The machine shivers and sparks, and a bed of sweat rolls down the side of the man's brow. But the crowd's apprehension quickly gives way to awe as a crystal globe fills with a radiant mist that casts the entire theater aglow. He opens a valve and the glow crawls through a tube along a length of copper wiring that runs to a set of electrodes beneath your armpits. You feel nothing when it reaches you, as it should be, for you have been leading his work astray periodically for some time, altering notes and settings and playing puppeteer for Hollowborn. But you make it look how people would expect it to look when a body is infused with a soul. In a moment the machine goes dark, and the man unstraps you, eyeing you with a scientist's concern. He looks back up at the crowd. "Behold!" he says, but there is obvious hesitation in his voice. Slowly you take a plodding step forward, then another and another. You look up at the man, giving him the eye contact of which no Hollowborn is capable, and the crowd gasps. The man looks relieved. "How do you feel?" He asks at a volume meant for the crowd. And this is the moment. At the top of your lungs you let out a piercing shriek. The man comes towards you, his hands outstretched, but you run the other way, back to the machine. With all your strength, you drive your head into the crystal globe, and it shatters, streaking your head with warm blood. You drive your head down onto the surface of the machine again and again, drawing panicked screams from the crowd, and by the time the man reaches you, your body has already ceased proper function, and merely twitches on the cold ground. Satisfied, you depart the corpse in search of another unsuspecting host. Who could put their faith in animancy now? I see, so that's what happened. You are pulled again from your surroundings, transcending the boundaries of memories and lifetimes, deeper and deeper past betrayals and murders and lies upon lies that form the thick webbing of plots beyond mortal comprehension. You settle at last on a room you have seen before, expansive with a tall device encasing an Atra monolith at its center. The room is filled with people, and the people all look at the device. You are yanked suddenly back to reality, and the once catatonic boy in the cell is looking directly at you, appraising, calculating. There is no mistaking now that it is the soul of Theos X Arcanon. Oh yeah, that was the name. And Theos X Arcanon is basically the big boss, the leader of the Leaden Key. The man you have been searching for, that gazes out from that borrowed husk. A watcher. You made me into a watcher. I need you to undo it. I believe we share a common past. I'm just looking for some answers. Not just a watcher. Someone who will break those frail little legs of yours if you don't do exactly what I tell you. Yeah, you're gonna pick this. Is that so? He makes no effort to hide his disinterest, but he continues to search your eyes. He makes a slight grunting noise, and his eyes soften for an instant, and it seems, for that moment, that he recognizes you. He opens his mouth to speak, then seems to think better of what he was about to say. His jaw tightens. I know your look. You hunger for answers that elude you. It gnaws at your soul. It usurps your reason for being. You are like everyone. I will help you let go. He dodges backward with startling grace, putting himself out of reach. On his face there is no malice, only the dispassion of a farmer putting down a sick animal. Then suddenly he slumps forward. Oh man! Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh, so we are gonna... Let's check this first. I uncovered the Leaden Key operative in the sanitarium. He has the ability to possess those with weak souls and was using one of the patients to influence Caitman Acer's animancer research. Ah, I see. So that's what... So that's why his research and the presentation he was having went all down to hell. That's why it was a sabotage. So now we are gonna fight against these French, not French, flesh constructs and these. Oh, and some of these madmen. Hey, there's Graham, for instance. Well, all right. I need to. You use actually. I don't think we even need to use this, like manually like this. He should be able to do it himself, if I'm not mistaken. Winky, I want you to move there for a moment, and Aloy, you just focus on this, I guess. And you attack the flesh construct, and we attack Graham. And you. I don't think we really need to buff everyone here, but. You know what, let's just do it just in case.
Just say the word.
Yep, there's more than I thought there would. You use this spell somewhere around here, and you come help us out. Use the sworn enemy on this flesh construct. And then buff everyone again. Actually, maybe you should heal me. Winky, where are you? Oh, you are there. Kill this one. Shit. Oh wait, no, I didn't want to do that. Try to heal Winky, quickly. And you do this.
I'm ready.
Fuck! Too late. Yeah, see, Winky goes down so fast if she's focused at all. God damn it. Alright, you... Where is Eder? Oh, you're there, alright. And this one is about to die, I guess, because I can see his health bar. Knock this one down. And you use this. Oh wait, this is her rest. Okay, you know what? Whatever. Let's just use it. Knock this flesh construct down. What? Butt Tixa. Was he one of those crazed patients? And he seems to be a druid too, because he can change himself into that reindeer moose monster creature. That's kind of fucking cool. That's kind of fucking cool, actually. And spoiler alert, the other companion we can actually also recruit in this game later on is going to be a druid, so that's going to be interesting.
Just say the word.
And judging from the screams, it looks like everything has gone to hell here. Yep, have to kill all these flesh constructs, I think. Knock it down. That is when you can get up. Oh, and let's looks like Looks like we have to switch our weapons here. Use this, and Pallegina, you use your gun. Let's see how good shots you are.
Permit? Hey there. Show them how it's done!
Guns are very cool too. I should use them more often. Knock this one down. Damn. Me, heal Pallegina. Oh yeah, I should have used this in the last encounter where Winky went down, but I forgot I had this reviving exhortation. But whatever. And knock him down again, so he stops hitting Pallegina.
And that's how it's done.
Those guns are so fucking cool. And now knock him down. Are you shooting, Winky? Oh yes, you are. Good girl. The reload, it just takes ages.
Just say the word.
Yeah, you can't really make any real gunslinger characters in this game. Not with that reloaded speed, you don't.
Not a problem.
All right, let's go move back to our swords and daggers.
Just say the word. Yeah?
Actually, maybe I should scout ahead a little bit. And a bit. Oh, I didn't want to pause. I wanted you to go faster. And I think we have to go to. We have to go back to. I forgot his name again. Cateman Asok, something like that. It seems to be clear. So, everyone
here? Just say the word.
He's not going to be pleased, I'm sure. What have you done? You have been experimenting on patients against their wills, mangling their souls. I have witnessed it with my own eyes. Acer's face drains of what little color it had. How could you possibly... Look, it had to be done. Ethel Moer and the others, they took everything from me. Everything when I was this close. I had to know. Had to know where I failed and why. Imagine the value if I had succeeded. I had something that could make those Hollow 4 infants into something like a real person. And with a few more patrons and a few years research, who knows? No one has come that close with the legacy. It's why I have to continue. Why I have to risk everything here working in secrets. It's why you have to lie to Ethel Moer for me. Tell him you have cleared me of all suspicion. And why would I do that? I don't really care about this Hollowborn kids. We'll see. If it means a chance at stopping the legacy, then you have my silence. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm going to expose you for what you are. Or we just straight out kill him. I would rather you face judgment. Well, this sounds like a very paladin thing to do. I would rather you face judgment. So I think you know what, let's just freaking kill him. Let's just kill him. Everyone just nuke him down. With all you have got.
I'm ready.
Let's see, Winky, can you go, please? And now... Oh wait, is he dead? Oh, he's dead, damn it.
Just say the word.
And he's dead. Did you drop anything? No. Asos Research Journal. I'm close to breakthrough. I have found an ample source of essence now, and the vessels have responded positively to infusion with the proxy. Human trials are the next logical course. And what about this? Northward patient record, Graham. Subject is a male, approximately early 30s. Powers of speech absent, presumably as a result of the over-fragmentation of his soul. As such, he is the ideal subject for present research. However, experimentation has caused severe pain and induced panic, and I have had to enlist the aid of the guards in transporting him for more recent procedures. Alright.
Just say the word.
Nothing amazing, but it's something. Alright, and now... Let's Well, whatever, let's just kill this. Oh yeah, and there's... Is there... Oh yes, I wonder if we can go there now. We don't really need to go there as far as I know, but let's go there. Let's go there anyway. Maybe there's some epic loot. Oh, and use your holy flames, and you are using this already by yourself. Yeah, I thought so. I don't need to do that manually by myself. And actually, you know what? Oh, let's switch to guns and just shoot, because I like guns. And you just go and hit him with your stuff. Nice.
Just say the word.
Whose body is this? Oh, I accurate that one.
Just say the word.
Didn't mean to do that. Well, what's done is done. Durance, you get away.
To our enemy!
Let's burn this away! I'll let migrants fight. I'll let
Eder. Oh, well, not you, Eder. You see, the path in this game is not the best. Once again.
Yeah.
It's a bit annoying. And I thought that Obsidian had fixed that problem already by now, because that was one of the main complaints about this game when this first came out. Ah, and the door is open. Nice, so we can go there. Now let's see what we have here before we leave this place. Only one crate, and this has Scroll of Insect Swarm. Attracts a swarm of aggressive insects, causing pierce damage over time and reducing the concentration of anyone in the area of effect. This sounds like a very powerful spell. We are gonna take that, of course. And that's pretty much it. We have already been here, and there was nothing more interesting there. Now, let's see. Is everything just as batshit crazy upstairs, I wonder? And what do you have to say? And I guess you don't get... I'm getting out of... Oh, sorry, what did you say? I'm getting out of here. It's not safe anymore. Well, indeed it isn't. Let's go back to normal speed mode. Alright, Head Warden Ethel Moore. What the blazes happened down there? You were given permission to ask questions. I had things under control until I killed the Leaden Key spy, at which point he possessed a flesh construct. It's complicated. A patient of yours, Uskrim, was working for the Leaden Key, only without knowing it. Azu was being influenced by a patient, but that patient really wasn't himself at the time. All of these are good options, but which one is the best? Or which one is the most logical? I had things under control until I killed the Leaden Key spy, at which point he possessed the flesh construct. Yeah, let's just say this. You finish your explanation and Ethel Moore breaks his silence. I have read accounts of people in history who could do what you describe. The accounts are few and brief and never reliable. Some go as far as to suggest that they are all the same person. Maybe they are. If truly such a person was here among us, plotting our ruin, would that I had a body again, and could be of some real use in our time of need. I fear what the future may hold for this place. I am grateful you were able to dispatch the threat before there was loss of innocent life. We very nearly had another scandal on our hands. Well, I would consider this as quite a big scandal, unless you can somehow keep quiet about this. What of Azo? What part did his experiments play in this catastrophe? I confronted Azo. I was forced to kill him. Well, not really forced, but yeah, I just felt like killing him. He was doing experiments behind everyone's back and causing great pain to the patients. Not that I cared about that too much, but I just felt like killing him. He groans in disgust. Such a waste. There was none more gifted working here. In time I had hoped to rehabilitate his image, but a mind like his, so full of ideas, leaves little room for patience. I would inquire more into the matter, but in truth you have done this institution a favor. Were his transgressions ever to reach the public, there would be a terrible uproar. I was blind to have trusted him a second time. His tone takes an ominous quality that reverberates all around you. I trust you will be more cautious in future inquiries.
Good day, stranger.
And I guess that's everything. He didn't even give us a reward or anything from this. So let's take a look at our journal here again. So this is done now. So alright, so I guess that what we need to do now is to go back to Lady Webb and tell her all about what we just saw and learned. And see what she has to say about all of this. Well, everything seems to be just fine and dandy here. Just hear me out. With this procedure, her soul could be returned intact. More or less, is that how you plan on presenting your idea to Ed Helmore? I don't really care about those. Nedun.
Hail and well met.
You anyone important? A woman stands in the shade of the garden, muttering to herself. She is fixated on the pages of a large and well-worn tome, seemingly oblivious to the blooming flowers and the cool, fragrant breeze. She only looks up when your shadow crosses her page. But I'm a dwarf. I don't think my shadow would reach it. Well, anyway, do you mind? I'm rather busy. What are you so busy with? Well, yeah, what are you so busy with? She snaps her book shut. I'm studying soul attachment. We all know that souls move into people at birth and out of them at death. But we still have a lot of questions about what makes them stick, so to speak. What do you mean about making them stick? She brushes a stray lock from her forehead. Souls power bodies and give their tissues life, but only when they are firmly attached. It's separation that leads to a whole spate of soul-related ailments, including the Hollowborn. But if we understood how to reattach souls, we could end Waidwen's legacy, maybe even conquer death. She scratches behind her ear. That's just in theory anyway. Unfortunately, I don't have all of the research I need to put it into practice. What exactly do you need? Oh, this is the problem with animancers. You meddle in things you don't understand. Yeah, I agree. If we only meddled with things we understood, there would be no reason to meddle, would there? Nettie crosses her arms over her book. At least we are trying to do something. The only real progress against the legacy has come from our research. Unfortunately, our critics have seen to it that the public remembers our failures over our successes, she signs, which can make it rather difficult to get the information we need. There's a manuscript called the Theorems of Pentgram. It contains research from Pentgram's experiments on detached souls. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries is rumored to have a copy in the Elder Archives. I have heard of this book, back in Celona I think, but never seen it. Many animancers speak of it with awe. The theorems could advance my research by leaps and bounds, but Grimda, the High Archivist, worships Whale, which means she has some paradoxical views on sharing and restricting knowledge. And since she is not exactly a proponent of animancy, she tends to restrict the kinds of information that would be useful to me. That's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that, I'm not gonna pick that. Maybe she could be persuaded. Well, it's her decision. That's what all of her scriveners say. She signs. Anyway, I should probably get back to my work. Alright. So we got a little side quest here. Nettie, an animancer I met in front of the Brackenbury sanitarium, told me of the Elder Archives and the rare manuscripts they contain, including one by an animancer named Pentgram. She needs the theorems of Pentgram to continue her research, but the archivists won't give her access. I guess I could go there later and ask him if I could take a look at it or something after I have done. What was the quest? After I have done. Where is it? yeah, this. After I have retrieved the stolen scroll from the thieves who are supposed to be in Dyrford. So yeah, I think I do that when the time comes. But for now, let's go to Lady Web. Sup?
How fares your search?
There is something I can tell you about the Leaden Key's operations.
Well, let's hear it.
I found Theos in Brackenbury Sanitarium, impersonating a patient. He was trying to damage the public's opinion of animancing.
Forgive me, it is unlike Theos to leave witnesses. He must be furious.
Her eyebrows rise, two painted lines over barren and slotted skin. Her forehead, a lattice of wrinkles upon wrinkles. Yeah, I bet he's furious, alright.
He did not aid you as you'd hoped, I take it?
Nope.
Well, take heart. With any luck, when he has finished his business, he will surely come and find you again, if only to kill you while you sleep.
Well, luckily I got five other buddies with me to keep the eyes open, guarding over me.
This news of yours makes sense, of course. To dabble in animancy is to puzzle over the secrets of the gods. This would not be the Leaden Key's first action against it. But if this is connected to their other activities, we may be in for something on a much larger scale. That isn't enough to take to the Duke, but we're close. Avar Wolfgren is a cautious man. He will want to know everything possible before being moved to action.
Of course, totally understandable. I would do the exact same thing.
Yes?
Anything new here? Nope. And that was everything then. And what about here? Wait, what? Oh wait, yeah, never mind. I told Lady Web about the Leaden Key's work in Heritage Hill. After having run across Theos in Brackenbury Sanitarium, I let Lady Web know that he seemed to be trying to destroy the reputation of animancers. Yeah, alright. Okie dokie, but where to go next? Well, let's leave this building for starters. Now, where to go next, I wonder? Let's take a look at our journal. The Hermit of Hatred House, what was this again? Oh yeah, this is just the whole Lady Web thingy, alright. Through Death's Gate, the Acolyte's vision showed me mysterious ruins somewhere outside of Dyrford. Oh yeah, so the main story basically leads us to Dyrford next. Alright. Then we had a bunch of these quests. Oh yeah, this is the side quest we just got. And this is the White March content, I'm quite sure. So we're not gonna worry about that for a while. The Battle of Yennefoot Field. Oh yeah, this is the Lord Catwin issue. To fight Lord Catwin's forces, I'll need an army of my own. Marshal Forwin will assist me in the logistics of it all, coordinating things at the Great Hall in Caed Nua. He'll wait me there until I command my army to march to Yennefoot Field. My allies in the Knights of the Crucible will send some of their veteran knights to aid my infantry, assuming I remain in their good favor until the battle. And we have done so. We have done so and will continue to do so. Palagina's quest. So this basically takes us to Twin Elms. We're not gonna go there for a while, I think. I haven't actually even been in Twin Elms before, not in my first playthrough. Yeah, this is the Saganis quest. We need to travel to the cliffs that we saw in the vision. But I don't remember if I ever found the cliff in my first playthrough. Maybe not. I don't really remember anymore. The Master below. Explore the endless paths beneath Caed Nua. Time and Tide. Find ruins beneath Caed Nua. This is Kana's quest. The Trials of the Runs. Basically, just continue to get to know the runs. Fragments of a Scattered Fate. This is Edder's question. What was this again? Edder believes he may be able to find more about the circumstances of his brother's death in Defiance Bay. He suggested there might be records of the Saints' War in an archive in the Ducal Palace. Oh yeah. So yeah, we need to get the stolen scroll back before we can continue on with this, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, lots of things we could do. But what should we do next? Should we just go to Dyrford? But at the same time, I do feel like dealing with Lord Catpin as well, because I so want to kill him. Speaking about our stronghold, what's the situation here? So 1 day and 10 more hours before Bailey is done. And nothing new to report. I wonder what it means by these turns. I mean, what turns? I don't know. Maybe turn means a day, and we get a report per, and we get minimal of 1 report per day if anything's happening. I don't know. But now, we could also buy that one. How much money do we have? 32 grand. So we could buy that one mercenary army for 10,000 coppers, and then we could go and fight Lord Catpin. Yes, but I don't think I have enough time for that in this episode today. Damn it! There's so many things that we could do, and now I have very hard time to decide what to do next. I guess we just could go to Dyrford. Yeah. That sounds. Yeah. You know what? Let's just go to Dyrford. Run a bit faster, please. So to Dyrford we go. Although before that we have to go to the Woodend Plains apparently. And it takes 4 hours and 26 minutes. Well, let's go there. Alright. Now, happy. Oh yeah, we have explored this place. Alright. So there shouldn't be anything new here. Well, I guess all we have to do is go this way. Yep, nothing new here. Can we now? Oh, apparently we have to go to Stonewall Gorge. Oh yeah, I remember that place. This is the place where we are also going to meet our next party member we can recruit if we want to. He's a druid, and I don't remember what his personal quest was, if he had any. Oh yeah, I think we had to bring him to Twin Elms or something, but I never got to Twin Elms, so I don't really know too much about the character. But all I can say is that he seemed very cool and fun. Now then, let's see if we can just run into him if we follow this route. Oh, now these are some impressive looking ruins, and I have no fucking idea what that is. Maybe it's just another impossibly pronounced name for those Hollowborn. Or maybe not. They seem to be made of wood. I don't know. There, attack this one. Why are you at the front, Durance? And you just attack this one. And you attack that, and Winky. Oh yeah, you have gone out.
I'll teach you.
God damn it, this hurts. There, knock one of them down. This one. What? There's a small earth blight. I didn't even notice. So that's what's hurting us. Heal Durance and you. I would like to test one of these spells. Like, let's see, how does this work? Well, there's not really any point to use it now in this situation. Just use this.
What?
And you switch to your sword. There we go. That actually hurt.
Good.
I didn't notice that earth quite at all. And we got some awakened wood. This irregular chunk of wood seems to hold a trace of life within it. I see. So maybe they were just trees where some of the
Just say the word.
where some souls were trapped to. I don't know. I don't remember there would be any water when I was here for the first time. Maybe it's there's by the way there I see stairs leading down. Maybe it's the rain. Nah, it can't be the rain. There must be something else. It's the Leaden. Now, where is that druid? Now, what do we have here? The bright sun casts its light on a pattern in the ground. You kneel to get a better look. The stone here has been carved with a few simple shapes. A small circular indentation marks the center, and a much larger circles around it. You see what appears to be writing above the two circles. Well, let's look at the circular indentation. The indentation is shallow and smooth. It looks like it was intended to hold something specific, so we need to find something to put it in there. Examine the outer circle. Several shapes have been carved along the outer ring. Though most have been worn away, you can make out a crescent above the center. Examine the writing. The curving, twisting runes are strangely familiar to you. You recognize them as ancient Engwithen. They read, "All things end, only to continue anew. Enter now at dusk, and we may all experience a new dawn." So maybe this place opens only during dawn at dusk. Well, wait a while. You wait for a few hours, marking the sun's journey across the sky. So now we can actually now it actually glows and shit. Okay, well, nothing new has happened. So I guess we need to find an item or something to put it in there. All right. Pick up some orlan scraddle. And move a bit faster. Alright. Now, where is that damn druid? He should be here somewhere. Hiravias. Oh, there he is. I recognize that name. I didn't remember what his name was at first, but when I saw it, I recognized it immediately. So here's our next party member we can recruit, Hiravias. Chewing on a piece of uncooked meat, a small orlan dressed in tattered leathers offers a mumbled greeting and waves his hand. Despite his pleasant smile, the upper right portion of his face is in a sorry state. An eye patch stitched with a stylized eyeball wraps around his head, and his ear is mangled remnant that twitches and spams while the other ear perks up at your approach. Next to him is the splayed carcass of a deer that appears ripped open by a bear or wolf.
If this is your deer, you need a new game warden. Name's Hiravias. Hungry? I can't eat all this. First catch of the day, help yourself.
What killed that deer? You might want to cook that first. Or, I'm the Duke's game warden. You do know there's a fine for poaching, right? Deceptive? Well, I don't really want to lie or anything. I have a small bite. Well, you might want to cook that first.
And ruin the original texture? That's the best part! Just see for yourself.
Turning his attention to the corpse, he plunges his hands into the deer's vivisected abdomen.
Eat up!
That's disgusting. Eat it, stoic. After you, clever. After you. His one eye locks yours and he tears off several inches of intestine with one ripping bite. He slowly chews, his eyes squinting at you.
So delicious. Now I know the deer had elderberries for its last meal. Are you sure you don't want to try some?
He mumbles as his face winces. He diligently chews and swallows the offal with a forced smile. He says as he smacks his lips. Well, what killed that deer?
One ornery Stelgar. Though looking at the deer's insides, it had a malformed but delicious heart, and would have been dead within the year regardless. Gallowayne chose a fitting end for this fine animal. Pardon me, I shouldn't pray with my mouth full.
Alright, and what? Tell me about Gallowayne.
Lord of the Hunt, patron of all seekers. I'm the wrong person to ask.
He brushes his hair aside, allowing a closer examination of his eye patch. A stylized pattern of an eye is embroidered on the worn leather.
As a child, I would worship Gallowayne in hopes of being a great hunter. But I have since come to know Wal, he who sees and is not seen.
And what about Whale?
Wal is the god of mystery and obfuscation. Wal does little to intervene, dictate, or limit our actions. But nor does he make himself easily known. I would say I contemplate Wal more than I follow or serve him.
And what brings you here?
Other than the delicious venison, new trees to document, new animals to sketch, new sights to be seen. I've learned as much as I can from the druids of my circle. I'd rather wander and learn than take root and stagnate.
Studying trees and animals and shit? What a hippie.
So if you're traveling the Dyrwood and need another set of hands, I'd welcome the safety of a group.
Go on. And just what can you offer in return? A druid's assistant would be welcome. Why so eager to join me? I don't get why this is so aggressive. Maybe we're asking him in an aggressive tone or whatever, but yeah, whatever. Why so eager to join me?
I'm a stranger around these parts, and I've had enough of solo travel for the time being. But it was just an offer, friend. If you have no need of an experienced druid, so be it.
Consider the offer accepted.
Splendid! It'll be an honor to run with a pack for a change.
Indeed. Alright, so, but the question is, who do we send away now? Let's see. Everyone except Winky is level 7, so I want to keep Winky with me. But I would also like to know, I guess I could send Durance away, but at the same time he's like one of the most useful party members in my entire party. With his buffs and heals and shit. But at the same time I wonder, I think a druid should also be able to give buffs and maybe even heal and such. So you know what, let's dismiss...
You walk your path, I'll walk mine.
So let's dismiss Durance for now and try Hiravias and see what he can do. Let's see. First inventory. What do you got? Look at him. He looks rather cool. So you got just a simple fine spear and a fine wand. It's nothing too interesting. And a fine leather armor, which is nothing too spectacular. This would have been so. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe this is better for Winky anyway. But this could have also been very good for Hiravias. He would have also actually looked more savage and cool and more druidish with this armor. But yeah, let's allow Winky to wear it instead. And for you, well, I guess I could give you this cape. I wonder, would you? I wonder if I should give you a sword. This is two-handed. A druid having a sword. Well, it's better than the fine spear, I think. So might as well give him the sword for now, until we find something more druidish for him. Also, what about this? What about this? Should we give this to him? Plus 2 damage reduction, plus 10 deflection against range attacks, plus 1 move speed. I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know if this is good for him. Oh, he looks fancy with that. I don't really like how it looks on him, but let's go with this for now.
Just say the word.
And I guess I could take a look at his spells and all, but I think I'm just gonna, well, we'll take a look at his spells when we get into when we get into another another fight. But now, before we continue to Dyrford, I would like to explore this place some more. So let's do just that. Maybe we find some loot or something else nice. What? Feral druids. Interesting. Well, now we can test out. Now we can see what Hiravias can do. And you go and attack this one because he's the closest one. And you, I guess you just go and attack this one. I guess you can just go and attack this feral druid as well. Alot, you just auto attack this one. And Winky, you stay away for now. And now, let's see, what do you have? There's lots of spells here. Charm Beast. The druid utilizes his or her innate connection with the natural world to charm enemy animals in the area of effect. Alright, so we can charm beasts to fight for our side, for a short while at least, if nothing else. Dancing Bolts. Summons a flurry of chin bolts of lightning, hitting enemies in the area of effect with shock damage. I like that. Nature's Mark. Causes enemies in the area of effect to glow with pale green light, making them easier easier targets. Affecting enemies suffer a decrease deflection and reflect. Alright. Nature's Vigor. Draws on the invigorating power of nature, creating a mild regeneration effect and raising max endurance on party members. And this is... oh wait. But... is this a... so wait, is this AoE? Effect 163 meter radius from caster. All right, but it would have been really nice if it. Oh wait, yeah, we can see the circle. It's a very small AoE effect. They would all have to basically hug him in order to get the benefits. And Sunbeam calls down a shaft of intense sunlight, burning and potentially blinding those caught in the area of effect. Interesting. And wait, and oh, never mind. I was about to say that holy shit, look at that radius, that's huge, but no, it's just this. And Talon's Reach conjures a giant pair of razor-sharp talons, causing slash damage to all in the area of effect. Tanglefoot rapidly grow a patch of twisted vines that surround and entangle anyone unlucky enough to get caught inside. Characters who set foot inside the area of effect become hobbled. Vile Thorns. Shoot sharp thorned vines up through the ground, causing pierce damage and potentially sickening anyone in the area of effect. And lastly, in the first tier, Winter Wind. Causes an icy wind of incredible power to arise, pushing back all in the area of effect and inflicting freeze damage. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna read all of these for now. Let's just try these first level spells in this encounter. They shouldn't be that hard anyway. So I guess you could try this for starters. Holy shit. Alright, this might become a bit tougher than I thought it would. Use this. Or maybe we should. I want to try one of these spells. Let's try these tentacles. Oh, he's about to die, by the way. I guess they're not that tough after all, but let's... what is this shit we are in right now? And for you, I guess I should say...
Hey,
holy crap! Holy crap! Holy crap! You are... oh shit! You are stunned. This is not good at all. There's the tentacles. Nice. And you... let's see if you can beat one of these druids by yourself. And Hiravias, go there and heal them. And now let's see how good this is. I guess you should also be healed, just in case. Oh wait, just keep focusing on attacking this, and you heal Hiravias, you are the closest. And you killed him, nice. Now go and finish this one.
the fight is ours!
Look at those tentacles. Those tentacles are actually very useful right now because they can also soak the damage that's coming from that lightning, whoever is doing that. But they don't last too long.
That's the
Alright, this wasn't so bad after all. When I saw those 3, 4, 5 huge moose-like monsters attacking us, I was like, oh fuck. There we go.
Off then.
And they are dead. What do we have here? Lots of cool stuff actually. Fuck tons of money. Yeah, we should get nice prices for all this gear.
Leave it to me.
Now what do we have here? Elder Lion Fang, alright. Oh, there's a body there, I didn't notice. Let's check what that body is holding. Oh, and what's our... Wait, what is our... I think you should go there and... Yeah, this might... Yeah, this is good. Let's go with this. Now, what do we have here? A simple winged helmet and some coppers, nothing too interesting. Spring berries. Anything here in the fog of war? Yup. Just a single elder lion. Nothing to be scared of. Alright, now I was wondering where the others were. There they are. Use your spells over here, because those are coming over here, I'm sure. And who is here? Winky. Shit, move away. Blind this lion.
That's it!
Nice.
Not a problem.
That was that loot. Oh. There's more. Holy shit. And there's Delegmans. Or Delegman, whatever that is. I don't even know. Is Delegman his name or the species? I don't know. Focus on this one, and you... Where are you attacking? Attack this one. What is this? Autumn's Decay. Creates a cone of putrefaction, causing immediate corrosive damage and then more damage over time to any in the area of effect. To any. So I assume that it affects my allies as well. But where is the one... Oh wait. Spirit Shift Stelgear. Once per encounter. Well, let's see what this does.
I'm ready.
Oh, fuck yes, look at that. We are a huge lion tiger. Well, I assume it's a lion. Or Stelgear, which I assume is the... Oh wait, they do use the word lion. Well, whatever.
Blood makes the die already!
What is causing this electricity stuff here? Look at us go. Yeah, that was cool.
Just say the word.
Now, to be frank, druids as a class don't really usually interest me in any game, really. But I must admit that their ability to be able to turn themselves into huge animalistic monsters like that is very cool. But other than that, they don't really interest me that much as a class, not in any game. But it's nice to have them as companions, if nothing else. What do we have here? There's just water where we can't go to because no one can swim apparently. Alright, I think I have explored pretty much everything. Well, I guess I could have a little peek that if there's anything here, but I highly doubt there's anything else in here. And once we get to Dyrford, I think it might be a good time to stop to end the episode there. But we'll see. Let's see what if there's anything here. Nope. Not at all. Just some pilgrim's crowns. Alright, let's continue. And this time, I think now we should be able to go to Dyrford. Dyrford village. Yeah, there we go. 6 hours. Well, there we go. And here we are.
So, Alaf, have you ever woken up to find your other half used your body during the night?
I don't think I understand you. And I'm not sure I want to.
You don't?
Well, I've found that if I go to sleep hungry enough, I wake up covered in blood and delightfully full.
Oh. Oh, so that's what you meant. Alright. So that's what you meant, obviously. Cowled man, well they look... So, how long do we gotta stand out here? Well, they look suspicious. Let's see, can I... Yes, I can see the entire thing. So there's Temple of Berath, Dyrford Mill, Dragoken Inn, Trukil's Curriery, Hentiana's Apothecary, Windridge Arm and Armory, and Greedy Mother. Oh yeah, Greedy Mother is yet another party member we can recruit, if we want to. I don't remember really that much of her really, but I think she was using some sort of a soul attacks. What was the class's name? It wasn't Chanter. What was the other playable class in this game that was all about? That was all about soul whipping and shit like that. What was it called? I don't remember anymore. But well, whatever the case, she was something along those lines, from what I remember. But I guess we'll find out later. I'm not gonna talk to her today. A word traveler. I only require a moment. Well, fine.
Good day to you.
The god gives you an appraising eye. You have recently come to Dyrford, I take it. I don't suppose you saw a young elven noblewoman on the road. I'm stuck in this wretched place with the rest of my unit until we find her. I haven't seen anyone like that. Who is she? Oh, just... You know what, get out of my way. I don't care. I'm not interested in your problems. He shakes his head, laughing humorously. You are every bit as helpful as that innkeeper, Dankler. Yes, you'll fit right in this charming little dump. Beasts take the whole sullen lot of you. Alright, so damn Galawine for monsters like that, and damn the rest of the gods too. Well, what are you? What are you cursing here? A man paces angrily in front of a wrecked animal pen. The sun-weathered face twists with ire. He's so wrapped up in his fury that he doesn't seem to notice you. Galawain's slobbering beasts, blazing bloody effigy. Dry-stamped salty wench and her soggy... What's wrong? You should really mind your language. Nope. Diplomatic, not gonna pick that. Watch where you are going, you raging fool. Yeah, let's go with that. He spins to face you, his cheeks puffed up and red. Why, He takes a deep breath and lets it out slowly. Not your fault. I'm sorry, temper's getting the better of me again. But with all but a few of my runts gone, my pen destroyed. The color rises in his face again. What am I supposed to do? What are you talking about? Calm down and tell me what happened. At least you are still in one piece. That's something to be thankful for. I have had enough of your tone, farmer. Aggressive. Yeah, we're gonna be an aggressive bitch as much as we can, because that's how our order works. He bites his lip and closes his eyes. His nostrils flare with each quick, angry breath. Wives always telling me to mind my temper. Just breathe deep and count to 10. An ogre moved into the area not long ago. Folk had been seeing glimpses and tracks out in the wood, but it seemed to be staying away from town. Or so we all thought until it made off with my pigs. Now everyone's afraid it's going to develop a taste for kith, if it hasn't already. And in case you're wondering, kith means all the intelligent races, humans, dwarves, orlans, all that stuff. What do you mean to do now? Your swine are long gone, it's best you move on. Did you see the ogre take your pigs? Rational. What do you mean to do now? Oh, sorry. I know it's too late to get my pigs back, but it would set my mind at ease to see that thing's head shorn from its neck. In fact, you bring its ugly pate to me, and I'll trade you for something that's of less use to a farmer like me than to a rowdy-looking sort like yourself. I highly doubt that a farmer like you has anything that I want besides copper. What do you know about the ogre? It's the same as any other, I'm sure. A big, ugly son of a bitch with a nasty temper and an appetite to match. Trukil could tell you more. He claims to have seen it in the wood. You can find him in his shop, right by the broken tower. Need something else? Nope. So we got Farmer's Plight. So yeah, so I basically have to find the ogre's lair somewhere in the wilderness outside of Dyrford village and deal with him. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the episode very soon, so before that, you must have seen something. No, the guards asking about the elven noblewoman again, I'm sure. So let's enter the Cherokee Inn. Oh, and by the way, in this village where we are right now, this was also the village that was where people could play when this game was in when this game was in beta for the backers. I played this game a little bit, so that a little bit back in the days when this was in beta. So that's why I know this town
I just
quite
want
well.
to find her. Surely even you can understand that.
We're decent folk, my lord. Perhaps you should leave and check the wilds.
That's a noble man trying to find the other elven woman, I'm sure. But yeah, and also because I also played this game. I have also played this game when it also came out, so that's why I also know this place quite well. But anyway, Dengler.
How do you do?
The innkeeper digs inside a mug with a dirty rag. His eyes under his thick brows are tired but watchful. He gives you a quick nod as you approach the bar. Don't see many travelers these days. Something I can do for you? What was your exchange with that nobleman about? I have questions about Dyrford. I want to order food and drinks. Let's see what rooms we have. Yeah. What was that about with the nobleman? He looks up from polishing his tankard and clovers at the lord. Folk around here's decent. They mind their own business. You want to stick your nose in it? Go talk to him yourself. Well, I guess I will. Should we order some food and drinks? Well, let's see what you have in general. Again, with these very expensive dishes. Let's buy all the food we can. Why the hell not? And yeah, we're gonna buy all of that. And while we're at it, we can also sell all the other crap that we don't need, like these. And we don't need the spear or these either. Yeah, everything else seems to be rather useful, except this and these. Yeah, everything else seems to be rather useful. Anything else I've missed? Oh yeah, these. But anything? Are this? And this is from this was from Hiravias. Let's get rid of these. And then these. And that should be pretty much it. Yeah. And we got almost 2.5 grand. And that's pretty much all we wanted from you. And we also got all the camping supplies we can have. So yeah. But I could rest here.
Hail, traveler!
Yeah, I think I'm going to speak to this nobleman in the next episode. Then, let's see what rooms you have. Make sure you close your window if you're on the side facing Truckler's shop. Why is it smelly? The old stable. We could go to sleep in the stables. Fuck that. Worm's nest. Lasts 2 rests, 2 dexterity plus 6 damage. Reduction to burn damage. Interesting. Drake's Den. Plus 1 might, plus 1 constitution, plus 10 damage against beast. Alright. Dragon's Lair. 2 might, 2 constitution, and 2 intellect. I actually like the sound of the worm's nest. So yeah, let's rest here. Let's see. Gaida, an animancer, has requested an audience with you, and he's leaving in 8 days and 24 hours. So we have a little time. Well, over a week. Yeah, we should be able to get back there just in time. Anything else? An animancer has requested an audience with you. She was nearly set up by brigands on the road, but your patrols intervened. All right, nice. Okie dokie. Have to keep this in mind. And what about the construction work? Only 5 more hours. All right. Okay, folks. I'm gonna end this episode here. And in the next episode, we're gonna talk to this nobleman and ask what's his problem. Then we try to find the thieves who stole the scroll from the big library from Defiance Bay, and then we possibly also continue with the main story and try to find those ruins we saw and we learned about in Temple of Vodika back in Defiance Bay. But yeah, lots of stuff to do and scout and research and scout and explore in the next episode then. But until then, thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more Pillars of Eternity.